Uric acid.
Yeah, I think that's urine, isn't it?
Oh,
Very nice, mate. Very nice.
Welcome back to my Turk Builder documentation. This week is covering week 11 of my Turk Builder use. So it's the second to last week because I did it for 12 weeks and it's also the second to last video of this series, maybe the third to last. Thank you for staying tuned. So if you haven't watched my week 10 video, which is last week's video, and you are currently taking Turkesterone of any form from any company and you're planning to take it for a long period or cycle, please watch the week 10 video. It will most likely be beneficial to you. It addresses a potential side effect from long-term use, and I talk about how to possibly combat it if it's a side effect that Turkesterone might have in the future. This video, I mainly wanted to touch on the benefits of Turk outside of the gym, and this is because of a comment that was left on last week's video by someone named McPassion, who has actually been in my comment section from earlier videos, and I'm just gonna read it off. Dude, you're making some gains. Me too. On a side note, I cannot agree Turk is like creatine, which is actually something I wanted to address in week 12 because I've been experiencing some really good benefits that creatine will never ever be able to hold a candle to. Mainly because creatine never regulated other things that greatly improved my quality of life. I suffered from terrible side effects after coming off of test boosters, and I had to see a doctor for the first time in over a decade. He ordered me to stop immediately and that I would experience some side effects like shrunken testes and an enlarged prostate. Man, there were so many other issues. Not only did I lose most of the gains, but I couldn't even do warm-ups before getting cramps on any body part I was working on. Also, I could not sleep to save my life. I resorted to staying up 24 hours, then sleep for maybe 7 hours and repeat. This and a compound of other issues made me feel like I was losing my mind. I started taking Turk in desperation when I read it could, in a way, replace testosterone when you were lacking due to various reasons. Turk started regulating my sleep pattern the first day. Since then, not only do I sleep great, I actually have weird dreams now. I visited Joe Rogan's house and I lost my car in one. But I'm getting, dare I say it, accelerated muscle growth, albeit not quite at the speed of test boosters. As a former longtime creatine user, it never helped me like this. If anything, I just felt bloated. That's amazing to read. So I haven't read in any literature saying that Turkesterone can replace testosterone in a way, but I've read in people's personal user experience or anecdotal evidence that they're experiencing testosterone replacing effects or anti-aging, which I also wanted to touch a bit on my dad's side. We are currently documenting his use, his gains, and how he feels taking it. Some small things. He is experiencing what he can only describe as anti-aging. He's been stronger in his everyday life. He's stronger in the gym. So he's been stronger in the gym. He used to not be able to do compound lifts at all because of his painful joints and things like that. Now he can do compounds and he's getting stronger on them every session. Specifically, he's had this shoulder injury that prevents him from getting full range of motion on shoulder exercises, mostly push movements. And I never would have actually let him touch a a bar to deadlift because of the lower back thing, and I was scared that he would like permanently injure himself. He's been doing like every compound lift and he's gaining strength and he's doing fine. And my dad is 57, around there, mid 50s. His shoulder injury affects him in his everyday life, but after 1 or 2 days of Turkesterone use, he immediately told me, he came to me, he was like, dude, the pain in my shoulder is significantly less now just from starting this. And he couldn't believe it, and it's just been constant. So that's sick, man. If my dad can experience some anti-aging without testosterone or TRT, then I can only imagine how he will be with TRT or HRT. So moving on to my strength numbers, I was told in a comment from my last video that Smith machine bars are actually 20 pounds, not 45 pounds, which is my bad. I assumed this whole time that they were 45 pounds. All of my strength numbers have been adjusted accordingly. This doesn't change the progression I've made, and many of the lifts are still PRs and strengths that I've never had at this body weight. I have had phases where I've hovered around 200, 190 pounds. 196 was like this really solid number that I used to sit at for a long time when I was trying to get strong on all the compounds. And I'm stronger than those numbers when I was at 190 than when I was at 196, and I'm at 168-ish pounds in week 11 of this Turk use. My body weight is up, but it's likely just some Christmas weight or water. I'm not too worried about it. My physique looks the same, and in some lighting and angles, it actually looks better than week 9. So yeah, that's just my opinion though. And that's it for this week. Next week is the final video for the Turk documentation. It might be the second to last video depending on how I want to do it. But it's been a good journey. 12 weeks of using this stuff. I've definitely experienced some enhanced gains. That's the only way that I can explain it. Mostly strength-wise though. It definitely favors the strength side over physique, which is fine. If I can make any gains in any way using this stuff, then it's a huge plus. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sticking around if you've been here for more than one video. A handful of you have been using my affiliate link to purchase some things, and I've gotten a small kickback. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. It keeps me going, pays for the Turkesterone that I've already bought with my own money. Have a great week. Have a great day or night. And I'll see you guys next week. Tschüss.